Well,
Right.
okay.
It's now like calling meeting to order.
You most certainly are.
Okay, calling the meeting to order. Any updates to the agenda?
No, what I've got's on here.
No updates. Public comment? No
Public.
public comment. Cross street project updates?
Nothing.
No news.
What are we doing with that?
I don't know. We gotta, like I said, I can't do anything, so I gotta contract that out. I figured we'd go through and get the back street situated first. So that way we have a little bit of time to breathe. Without everybody calling me and Nick and you, everybody else. And then we'll focus on the cross street project.
Okay, I don't want water pouring across Cross Street this winter again.
Yes, absolutely. Understood. Neither do
Talking
I.
about more than just that one service.
Just that one service
Yeah.
that's a temporary fix that's in there. I've been told that
Yeah.
that's, not guaranteed to hold, and
No.
I don't wanna. I'm
And it
not
doesn't-
interested in dealing with this all winter again.
And it doesn't seem like it's like there's more services in there. I think back in the day they might have cut and capped the other ones. When I had Aaron Perez come up, so it just seems like it's that one. So
Lord willing,
yeah,
let's fix the one, hope for the best.
exactly.
105.
Done.
Thank you.
Fucking done.
So now we are going to remove that from our agendas going
Good.
forward.
Good.
Isn't that
Yeah.
great? One less on one.
One,
Yeah, that is 100% done. We can, I hope that everyone that called bitching about it can call and say thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
No, I had
That
100
doesn't
phone
happen.
calls,
No.
but nobody just called me to say, what a nice job you guys did.
Exactly.
Not a
yeah.
goddamn person.
But
Teresa got yelled at on Monday the 8th because she had told them it was gonna be the week of the 8th. You told me it was gonna be the 8th.
yeah,
No, it was the week.
that's exactly what happened to me. Everybody shoots my ass
So
out.
the next time we give them the week after.
Yes.
Surprise.
Over promise and well, under promise and over deliver.
Yeah. Trailer stocking status.
Haven't gotten there yet. Still working on that one.
Past due account status.
Katie was working on pulling up before she went on vacation. She was going through all of the payment arrangements, and most payment arrangements have been followed. There's a few that have not, that are gonna be up for immediate disconnect because they just aren't even attempting it. I mean, if people are at least attempting to pay it, if they're not exactly on time, we're pretty forgiving, but when they don't do it at all, yeah.
Do we
And-
happen to have a new list of people that are currently past due that we need to?
I know there's only primarily one that's a real concern. The other ones that are on there, I mean, we have other ones on there, but they're not tragic bills. We have one property owner in town that owns multiple properties that are going to be now 3/4 behind. So
But if we're gonna.
Well,
they are gonna be.
If we're gonna do one, we're gonna do for all,
Right,
anybody
right.
that.
So what's the status on that? Because we should be disconnecting.
Right, well, they have to get the 30-day notice.
Yeah,
And so
But-
that is going to be going out as soon as Katie gets back.
okay.
Okay.
So
mean,
I'm trying to teach her the software at the
When
same
we sent
time.
some of these notices out before that were really big ones, seemed to work really quite.
And I think this one probably will too, but I don't trust that particular property owner at this point.
I mean,
No.
it should be just across the board, all of them. If you are more than 2 behind, we give you a 30-day notice.
Right, and I don't think we have any other ones that don't have
Okay.
payment arrangements. There's like 2 or 3 of the payment arrangements that are gonna be up for and those we don't have to send them notice to. When we pull the trigger, if you guys are okay with it,
Oh, yeah,
we-
absolutely. I mean.
we just show up and we
Absolutely,
surprised how quick they'll pay it.
no chances anymore. Enough is enough.
If you're on a payment plan and you're failing to make arrangements, and you need to.
I mean, even some of our ones that I didn't think were going to. You want me here or there? You be in there. Oh, you're a lister, so it's fine.
Joel, do they need me in there after?
I don't
Are they
know.
good?
I don't think so. Teresa's
Good.
an hour.
Thank you. Billing status.
So, was not happy to hear that Andrew sent those bills out with anybody reviewing them.
Okay.
He did not, he just sent them. oh, well, yeah, there might be mistakes, but well, he's not the one who has to take phone calls when they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't want that to happen. And until we have meters installed that make
Yeah.
sure that this is correct, if I get 50 phone calls from people with irate water bills,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give his phone number and they can talk to him.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, that was not, he
No.
he didn't do the million at all the last time. Then this time he just takes it upon himself to send everything out.
No, it should have been gone through and reviewed.
I mean, I literally go through every bill and make sure it looks, and I still missed 10 of them last time.
Yeah.
So if you just send it out with looking at them at all, I don't have a good feeling about this.
Didn't review them at all.
No, he just sent them out.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, I'm sure they're fine. I'm like, they never have been.
They've been terrible.
So
I thought he went through and reviewed a few. I thought he went through and reviewed.
I don't know. He
Well,
told me, he goes, yeah,
There was
kind of
there
was
was a
flippant and like he normally is. So
There was a few days where he went through and I saw him review them.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we're
I
gonna keep
guess.
our fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll see if it's still the 10 that call and bitch, or if it's 50 of them.
If it's 50, I'm using his phone number.
New water meters.
I have not bought them yet. I will buy them tomorrow. I'm gonna talk with Dave Harris about how many we've bought in so far. And go through just subtract that from the total number of customers that are out there. And start rolling along with it, cause
so there were 23, so I assume 25.
no, there's been a few more that we bought before that.
Yes.
Like, we can't just go out and buy 543 meters. We have to account for all of the other meters that we bought before this and put in
Or before.
Anything that's the current radio meter when we switched the new ones.
Yes.
To
Yeah,
go
so
with the
there'd
new
be-
meter.
I thought we
10,
bought like
20,
10, we
30.
bought like 10 at a time.
Yeah, there'd be
That's been a couple of years now we started on
Yeah,
this. So
it'd be like 30 plus the 23 that we have down in the, give or take, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And then that minus from the 500-ish meters that we're gonna be buying. So that'll be coming tomorrow.
Have you made arrangements to start? Now that we're kind of doing catch up
was talking
here and
with
start
Andrew
putting
this-
some in?
Talking with Andrew this afternoon, and they're gonna get on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to see 10 a month.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's no excuse not to be able to do 10 a month.
I was urging 1 week, 2 a week to get warmed up and then go for it.
Yeah.
With storage for all of those meters, it's gonna be about 500 meters. A pack of 6. About that
Oh, that's
tall.
not that too bad.
and are they okay in the old town garage? Is that an
I
okay
believe
place for them?
so. I was just wondering how everything's been going up there as far as storage goes.
They were moving stuff around and everything in this week, and I'm trying to get a hold of
Whoever owns
Historical
all that
Society to
stuff.
get rid of all that.
Yeah.
So you're roughly
Done.
looking at 80 boxes.
Yeah, so there's gonna be about 80 boxes, big old trailer truck, and just dump them
Yeah.
where those pallets were that the Historical Society had.
How long do they take to come in?
I'd have to assume relatively soon, because they make them right there. They're all in-house, all the parts, all the pieces.
I just know that 2 months, 3 months, 1 week,
With a
you know,
large
just
order like this.
Talk
I'd
about
have
good
to-
inventory, so.
Yeah, I'd have to assume it'd be, maybe a week or two before they
Okay.
finally come in.
that's fine. No, I just kind
We
of
gotta give her a
Now,
timeline.
H2O should know how many we've purchased so far.
Yes, yeah,
So you can-
and once when I talk with Dave, I'll let our new
Area manager.
our new area manager know, so that way he can push that up the ladder.
And can you let your area manager know that we'd like to have him attend one of our meetings?
Absolutely.
Well,
We
we'd
need
like
to-
to meet them first.
We want to meet him. I mean, we want to meet this guy and we have some concerns that we want to talk to him about.
Yeah,
As far as things that have gone on in the past and that we want things corrected.
okay,
So,
Maybe we all meet them at once.
maybe,
I'd like to have this guy show up.
yeah. So would we.
Okay, so we're getting the new meters and you got a place to store them.
Yeah.
Okay. Water meter error for East Brighton Road, that's,
That one and John O'Keefe's.
Oh, boy.
I know how
haven't-
many times I have
Yeah.
had to hear about these meters? How hard is it to find the damn meter numbers and put a damn meter in where it needs to be?
Yeah,
what do you need for help to get it done?
We can't help them, they're a contractor. We can
I-
yell at them for being our contractor that you're
Yeah.
not getting it done.
yeah. No, I just have to get in contact with them and get into the house and then get the actual numbers down. That's all I have to do. I
Can
haven't,
we make that a priority? Because they haven't paid a bill in like, years now. Because we have not been able to send them a bill.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Who's
We
that?
can't bill them.
That's ridiculous.
Driscoll and John O'Keefe are the two that I know of
yeah,
they don't
Whatever
have an
happened,
account
we
in the
deleted
system.
Their record.
So the one
from going
they,
from one to the other.
right, the one they built a house and in the system at the time, instead of setting up a second account for the new house, they transferred the service from their old house to the new house. And so the new house got their meter number put into the account and
Yeah.
then they have nothing at their house. So we're only collecting one unit on those. That's been a long time now.
That needs to be straightened out.
Yeah.
Yes.
While we're on that, it's not really that name, but, at some point, we've got to look at some of our homes that are within the service area that may not necessarily be receiving bills properly. So
Right.
like, I know of 2 homes on Fitzgerald that are within the 200 feet and should be being billed for sewer service. and
They're not.
We
It's a requirement. It's not like it's optional for them that they can keep a septic system and not, they can keep it all they want, but
Yeah.
they still have to pay for the sewer line. And we have multiple houses in that area.
Well,
that
we
are
have
not.
one right on 105, a new home that had access to Lake Street that beyond the water line, and they opted to put in their own well. And I told them at the time that don't be surprised if you pay the debt service, you're gonna be getting a bill. I've never, ever heard another word about it, and I wanna follow up on it now. We've waited long enough. That's 2 years now.
We need to look at any homes that are in the service area and ensure they're getting billed according to our service
I know,
policy.
we have to fix the one that we did because they got another free quarter because I didn't go in before,
Yeah.
Andrew did the bills.
I know which one you're talking about.
Cause I had taken off their sewer service because of,
Yes.
them having to do the whole sewer line and everything. I was just being kind. But
Mhm.
we're not that kind. It's not gonna last forever.
No.
So,
Especially. when
I will
we
go
gave
back
them-
in and fix that.
I can give you a couple.
Especially when we gave them a big discount.
Yes.
Yeah, we just wanna make sure that, the sewer line is within 200 feet of that house. We'll work on that.
Yeah.
Because one of the properties was in here yesterday with their taxes. Oh boy, that is not gonna be a pleasant experience.
They have grade.
Huh?
They have grade to the sewer.
I don't know, they're required within 200 feet of a sewer line, they're required to connect. And if they
Well,
don't,
only
they still have to
if
pay
grade.
for it.
Uh-huh.
If you're below grade, I don't think you can.
There's nothing in our ordinance that says that.
No, the ordinance doesn't say
It
that.
doesn't say grade. It says that they can fill in and they can make grade.
Or you put an ejector pump in.
That's exactly correct.
Really?
There's
It's the same-
nothing-
it's
there's
the
nothing
same
to say about
Water
grade.
and sewer are both like that, if you're within 200 feet,
Well,
and
water is
so,
pressurized.
right.
Yeah.
But both water and sewer have that in the regulations for the town.
Hmm.
And in the olden days, people just didn't do it because
That's
somebody
right.
let them skate.
Yeah,
They were friends with somebody on the board and they never made them do that.
and that's state law. That's not our
That's
law.
not on you guys. That's not your guys' fault.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
something
It's
As a
something that we're
board.
aware of and we need
Yeah.
to keep it on our list
so we just need to figure out.
and work on it.
not something really you guys will have to do much with, except verify to us that the sewer line is there, and if there is some particular reason why we would allow some exception, that would have to go to the board.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay.
but you guys would have that answer, I would not know that.
Yeah.
I can figure out which property is not paying.
Okay.
Reservoir liner.
So that project is probably pushed off till the spring,
I was gonna say,
Um,
we can't. do
Not with
that,
this
right?
drought.
right?
Yeah.
So,
How are we doing though?
yeah, that is, I guess while we're
That's
at
the
the
next
reservoir,
question.
that's while we're talking.
Do we have, it's getting
We're
bad.
holding even. We're not calling on the wells, but streams are holding for now.
So they're still flowing over which is very good. I mean, that's good to hear.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
hopefully
So-
it's gonna rain at some
The-
point.
If it-
I would think, so.
If it changes, you've got my contact information so we can get something out. If we need to put a restriction,
Yeah, we could do that.
yeah, we still have the backup wells to fall on if we really don't have water in the future, but.
If we use the backup wells, are there any repercussions from the state?
Not short term.
Not short term?
I think if we get to that point, we need to tell everybody stop watering and washing and,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if we
no-
get to that
No,
point.
no washing cars or vehicles and lawns and,
the leaves should be falling and that takes stress off the watershed.
Yeah,
People going back where they belong, so.
no, that's a good sign though.
Which is why you planted the reservoir liner at this time of year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
As bad as the drought has
Oh,
been,
dry.
we've held our own at both plants, which is excellent to hear.
Who was it you that told me that the month of August was the worst drought in 150 years?
Number one, driest since 1895.
Really?
It's bad, it's bad. There are places that
So a lot of
should
people-
have water in
a
there.
lot of
still
people have
water
lost
in
their
the
wells.
streamline.
A lot of people have lost their
So-
wells.
If you need anything, get a hold of me and we can blast something out at least.
I hope it doesn't come to that. It
I'd
does.
rather err on the side of caution, say stop watering and washing, not that people are watering their gardens much longer,
No,
um,
true.
but I'd rather put out,
Gonna
conserve your
frost,
water
that's all.
than
Kill everything off, be good.
go dry. Okay, wastewater treatment facility updates.
Just stay calm, Mark.
Get enough phone calls.
So we got the first real look at costs today for the building foundation tank. When we started the meeting, we were at $615,000. By the end of the meeting, we shaved some of that out because we confirmed that certain things don't have to be done because Negley and Chase actually has the equipment that allows us to avoid some of the additional consulting costs for people to inspect things because they don't have to. But we are right now looking at $558,000
And this is in addition.
in addition to what our current project
Is
is.
that each plant?
No, it's not water.
this
This
is the
is wastewater. This is the sewer treatment.
I'm sorry.
So we have a problem with 558 in that we don't got it. So I'm gonna be meeting with the state again tomorrow. Because, I put back on HCA today. The problem we've got is in order for the funders to reimburse us, USDA, CWSRF, any of them, we have to show a fully funded project. If we at any point show up that we are not fully funded, they stop. We get no more reimbursements. They invest not one more dime in this project, and we're on the hook for whatever we've got on the credit line. And so I told them, I'm like, we don't have the ability to borrow more money because we are up against our bond authority. We've got roughly, I think, 100,000. We can still pull on that. Didn't tell them that. So, and even this changed again since I printed it out for you guys. So we did save, was not 100,000 on sludge removal. We saved 78,000 and change. So they're actually doing a change order with Negley Chase to remove that additional 78,000 from project costs. So we gain that. We have $300,000 in contingency in the budget already. That's gone too. So that still leaves us with roughly $200,000 that we're gonna have to come up with somewhere. And so I have sent them, Negley Chase says if we proceed with this, that they built enough buffer into their schedule that they still think they can bring the project in by the end of May next year. Even with the
Even
delays,
With the delay,
even with the delays and the fact that it's gonna be delayed until probably the 1st of November. They still think that if we, cause part of this cost is the fact we have to work through the winter now on concrete and stuff like that. That was supposed to be done before cold weather, which is not. So they seem to think they can still get it finished that early, which that early time frame saves us money on the back end. Because Hoyle Tanner, gets roughly $100,000 a month in engineering fees. And because the RPR cost is, $500,000 project. I told you,
Then
behave yourself. So I put HCA that they have to give me an estimate of what we're gonna save. I need to know that savings and I need it in writing from them so that I can go back to the state and the feds. Make the argument that we are still a fully funded project, that with our contingency, what we saved in sludge removal, that we still can cover the costs. And, if we have other overruns, we'll deal with that as we get further in the project. But, we got to get over this hurdle first. So, of course, they're coming back, well, what can we take out of the project? And the state might ask us to do this, but I said I was going to have this meeting with you guys tonight. Some of the options we kept in. The paving at the plant.
well, that's something we could get rid of. And you put ledge pack down and just
I
live
thought
with
we
that.
already got rid of that.
We
No.
did not.
No, we
We have
didn't.
not. It's $88,000, which we can save if you're okay. If you're okay that's.
Before we continue. Where did the coordinates come from to do a test bore drilling?
Oh,
I say, where's
so
the
I can't-
So
liability
who
on
I
that?
fucked up is that?
we would have to go to executive session for you to
Yeah.
discuss this with you
Yes.
guys, and we can do that after I get
Absolutely.
rid of this.
Okay,
Because there's certain
Yeah.
things I
We
can't
can't
have on a
talk.
report.
Right, well, that's what I was wondering about.
Because I have to protect the town's interest on that.
That's-
Yes, I can discuss it with you, just not on a recorded thing, because it is executive session level stuff. So we have the 88,000 for pay. I'm not, when I talked with the state today, they suggested I don't offer to take that out.
Not yet.
Not yet. They did wanted me to do that today, and I said, I gotta talk to my board. I can't make that call.
Yeah.
And so, talking to you about it,
It's an option that we can do,
it is.
and
We
we
need
can go
to
with a
do
cheaper
that,
version of $10,000, $20,000 worth of
And
ledge pack and leave it at that for now. But as far as I'm concerned, we leave it in, and I said, that's a last resort.
so the other change they're suggesting is replacing the metal siding on the building with vinyl siding, which is $31,000 in savings. I'm not in favor of that,
No, you know what it's
especially
gonna,
not down there.
you know what it's gonna look like in 10 years?
Yeah. And the thing is, we're gonna have to replace it, and there's not any grant money on that. It's not, we're gonna be 100% of the cost. So, my recommendation to the board, but you guys do have to make this give me whatever you want me to offer, is I would recommend that we will accept the paving change for now. We will not accept the siding change.
Correct. I agree with that.
That
What
seems
else?
like a logical
What
choice.
else are they hoping to change as well? Cause I know that
And
they.
that's the other couple things were stupid, and I told them to forget it. The $4,000 for vinyl flooring.
Yeah, cause now,
I mean,
now we're down to concrete. He said that it's better than the vinyl, which I can be in favor of. What else did they take out?
It was another stupid thing. We didn't agree to either of those. I told them no on both of them. Because there was only 4 things that were options. And I thought the other ones were just kind of stupid changes. I thought they were stupid when they used that as our purpose for rebidding.
Hmm.
You know, literally out of this whole project cost, that rebid, we had to pay them $27,000 to rebid that. And literally what they offered for savings was less than $200,000. Okay, so really what was the point?
Mhm.
I know if you're looking at this draft here, that's only in front of our eyes, that last item there, that's something that we're gonna discuss in the executive session,
Are you talking about this one here?
correct?
So let me see, what was the other?
And do you need that to be made into a motion about the hot tub?
No, I just kind of, I have the authority to do
Yeah.
those things. I just need your guys,
No,
it's,
no,
you're
I-
the water and sewer board. so
I,
you
I,
should-
I agree with it. You,
If we've got a cut, that would be the preferred place to cut.
Yep.
I'd love to have paving, but
Makes sense, cause it'd be fucking ruined in a year anyway.
Well, the thing is, what they went over today, of course they tell you, oh, you're gonna save $31,000. Oh, but the side, the under things underneath the wall has to change if you go to vinyl siding as opposed to metal. So
right,
you have to change all the construction and the insulation. I'm like, okay, so how much does that cost? Because are we really gonna save $31,000?
no, we're gonna save $5,000 by the time it's all in
Yes.
whole.
And so, some of that stuff just drives me up the wall. I was trying, of course, if you only saw how many emails I get from all these people a day, it's like trying to find one of these, because she
and,
just,
and that metal stuff, which you use on the roof and on siding,
Yeah,
it's expensive right now.
Yeah.
And I suspect that prices are gonna come down on that considerably. It's just, right now with, waiting for steel mills to start up and stuff like that, we're because
oh, no,
there's heavy tariffs on anything that's coming into the country.
we'll see what happens.
well, and that is a problem that they've run into with the
Made
Because
in
we have-
America, because it's,
right, you have the AIS, the
Oh, yeah.
Diamond Steel. So the local company that they were gonna get the helical piles from, we can't use, because they're all made in Canada.
that's right,
So they have to come from Missouri. And this is a company that produces them as they design. So we have to, which is something I did authorize today. We rolled the dice, because the state's also making them look at moving the building. I don't envision at this point that that's gonna really go anywhere.
what would that,
Well, do borings and actually put it someplace where it's not sitting on top of an old stump dump. I mean- And there's plenty of room for it, down where the trailers are and stuff, there's
Yeah.
plenty of room. They could have moved it down there, but had we actually done borings that would have
Mhm.
told us, we would not have put the building where it's at, let's put it that way.
They're already putting in manholes.
Yeah, they're trying to get ahead of the work because, they can't build the building, so. And I will say, Nagley and Chase, as far as the construction company goes, they've been really,
Really
really
good.
good. to
they're
deal
good
with.
to us.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're as
The
frustrated as we
way
are.
things are going, we're gonna have the the water treatment plants up and running before this.
No, I said that to somebody else. I said, oh my God,
Don't laugh, it could happen.
Oh, yes.
it could, because we're gonna talk about that next. Was just looking to see if I have where is the two? I can send you what the other two things were. One was the flooring and the other one was something else, but they were like couple
In the
$1,000
in the
items.
mouth,
They were
right.
insignificant. I'm like, that's,
When we need to
pennies.
shave off 100,000, 200,000, you can't
Right.
do it doing $10,000, $5,000.
The thing that annoyed me, and I told them so today, was had we known a price tag 2 weeks ago,
We
could
could
have
have gotten
applied.
the grants.
NBRC's grant was open, until 2 weeks ago. And we were eligible again because we couldn't apply. So we got NBRC 2 years ago for the sludge removal, and they told us that was gonna be the, oh my God, break the bank item on this project. And so we got that, but we didn't use the money. So NBRC has a rule that you can't apply for another NBRC grant until you use 60% of your existing grant. Well, I just submitted $600,000 in invoices to them, so we had. So we could have applied, and we probably at this point would have had a pretty good chance.
And missed that by what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. I am at a conference with the executive director from NBRC in the next 2 days, so I'm certainly gonna cry on my Wheaties and see if, there's any way to get us in there somehow, but I don't know that there is, but I don't think it hurts to ask.
Definitely doesn't.
Well, please email us if you get something out of that.
And the state is put a call into, the funding group there about getting us a pollution control grant to make up the difference. Because we lost our pollution control grant because the project was late last year. They gave it to somebody else. We had $500,000. Well, we just got our approval for the priority list application for this year. We're eligible for 17% of the project cost in a pollution control grant. Trick is, does the state have any money to do that? Because
Well,
that's
the sooner
what determines
The
that.
sooner you get on the list, the better off.
We're
we
on
are.
the list, but
Okay.
if there's no money, they don't issue.
No, I understand.
That's why we lost ours. We weren't ready, so they took the money and they handed it to somebody else.
I know.
So, we're working on that. So, do you want to do an executive session now to discuss
Yes.
this? Because I can pause recording on this.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can.
So,
So that we don't lose track here,
Right.
let's.
I'll
do
take
that.
a motion to go into executive session with the members of the
second
board
that.
and Mike and H2O regarding the wastewater treatment facility. And you seconding it?
Yep.
Okay, we paused. So
Okay,
we have exited executive session with a motion from Mark and a second from myself with no action taken, no voting in executive session. So the next thing on our agenda is the water treatment update.
So that is, the bond vote is going forward November 4th. I have got all the documents. The select board will be adopting this horrible resolution that Heather's going to hate me for tomorrow night that she has to read off, about the bond vote.
word for word.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I.
It's a whole page.
That's
It's
why
awful.
with the select board, I have to make sure they all know that it has to be read word for word, and then somebody can make the motion after I read it.
And then they have to do another, the select board also has to do another declaration that they're going to pay themselves back for the costs that are attributable to this project before we actually get the funding in place and
Yeah.
the project gets built. So it's federal statute. We have to do that. It's another stupid thing we have to read. But that motion I shortened way up. Because that one was not as bad.
As long
So
as we get at least size 14 font until I get the new.
I got your 16.
They've reordered new lenses because the new ones they brought in did not work.
And so Nate has uploaded all of his stuff to RD Apply. And he completed the application for DWSRF, which is the state funding portion. And so I was working on DWSRF. Luckily, you guys did 5-year budgeting last year, so that was a whole lot easier process than it had ever been in the past, because I could actually just use the budget we created and upload the numbers. I didn't have to try and create them as we were going along. But I had to get budget reports from Teresa, so I can finish that. And so DWSRF will be sent back to him. RD Apply, I have to go in and actually enter all that and upload our audited financial statements and a whole bunch of paperwork crap. And so then I believe we're gonna be ready to submit those once the bond vote happens. Because you have to have the bond vote first, that we're authorized to borrow $9.6 million. And
And that bond vote is November 3rd.
November 4th. November 3rd will be the informational meeting
Yeah.
in the gymnasium. We'll see how many people actually come and want to hear about it, but hopefully
Yeah.
enough that actually pass it.
It makes it hurt less realizing that it's for 2 water plants.
It is, and and a new transmission line. You know, that's
Yeah.
another $1 million in
That's
that
an
project.
expensive thing.
Now that where's that transmission line?
In the north.
It's from south. It's the south reservoir. It's from the south water source to the south treatment plant.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Through the woods.
Yeah,
In the woods.
Yeah.
And so I've got the attorney, that's one of the things I have to hound the attorney for, is she's working on the easement documents for all of those, because there's 6 properties we have to get easements from.
Mhm.
I've talked to 2 of them already and they were fine with it, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the other ones are too.
Have existing easements.
Not the place we're putting the new pipe.
You're not just gonna slam it right over the top of it and call it
Nate
good?
doesn't know where, he said no, it needs to move to, so that it's not so,
Oh, so weird and funky, it's gotta
yeah.
follow the contour of the land at a slope.
And so,
I
yes,
gotcha.
he said it'll be way better. And,
Sure.
Less chance of failure.
and he said, we don't really know where the other one is. He said, we think we know where it's at.
Please,
He
I
goes,
just hope we don't dig into it.
but we don't really know
God.
where it's
I
at.
just shut it off, shut the valve off up top, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious, yeah, just shut the valve off up top, it'll be fine. I have a
Oh
rough
my
idea.
goodness, let's
We're not talking
stop
pipe.
projecting anything that's
We're not talking
negative.
a
'Cause we-
30-inch pipe, we're talking
Just a little 4.
4-inch.
6-inch ways.
Oh, yes.
So that's part of that. So we'll be sending out the easement documents on that. I am meeting with him Friday with the liner company about the South Reservoir liner. So,
We're gonna fix that one too.
well, the South Reservoir is the one we
Is
got.
the one we are,
doing.
but
We
the
do
one
have to
we
do the
have.
north one as well, but that'll be part of the big project.
Are we still at 25,000, 25,000 gallons a day? Loss.
I can't tell because it's been valve open to feed system, because we don't have any flow from the north, so to speak. So, has been isolated for quite a while.
Just curious.
So that's, I think, everything on that. Moving forward, so far, no hurdles. A&E is a dream to work with, so.
That's
Like I
good.
said, this thing could go off and running before we're done with the other.
Honestly, I'm kind of looking at him because like Nate was like, well, if we could get everything to work out, we could build next spring. Like, okay, and I've been waiting, 5 years for the wastewater treatment plant. It's still not built.
Jesus.
Okay,
Unbelievable, huh?
That's right. I've been on that since before you worked for the
Yeah.
water department.
Yeah.
alright, so,
I promised a new plant since I first started.
you're not gonna know what to do with it.
When you get all gray, you'll have a new plant.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll have it done before you're ready to retire.
That's what he keeps hearing.
Okay, wait a minute, let's put it this way. We'll have it done before we allow you to retire.
Depends on how
Sure.
bad he gets pissed off.
Trust me, water treatment plants was the first meeting I had when I joined the select board. Was the meeting with Aldrich and Elliott where they said the water treatment plants are 5 years past their design life. It is time to upgrade them. That was a long time ago
Yeah.
now, like 10 years ago.
Yes, it's been 10 years.
I'm like, because when Joel called me about the wastewater treatment plant after Marty died, I was like, oh, water treatment plants. He goes, no, wastewater. I'm like, what about wastewater? I don't know anything about wastewater.
Okay, so next
Yeah.
up on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the meeting of August 19th, which we were sent by email. We don't have them printed out today. You read them?
Yeah,
Are you
I
gonna
make a motion that we accept the minutes of the previous meeting.
And I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any other business?
2 points. Andrew was telling me that at least one mechanic is saying his truck won't be inspectable in Maine.
What year is that truck?
13 or 14, 13.
I haven't paid for it yet, I don't think.
No, the two that we bought was for,
Me and him.
It's one of the new ones you guys bought, correct?
What?
Clarify.
You guys bought two trucks that you have a loan on still,
Yes.
it's not paid off.
Yeah,
One of
those are ours, and then Andrew still has the old.
Oh,
okay.
okay. Jesus.
Oh, it's not.
You're saying it was one of the ones they just
Okay.
bought, not like, oh.
Andrew has one of the old trucks that he bombed around in.
Yeah,
for
you
a
notice the
while.
room got real quiet for a second?
Oh, so you wore it out, you wore the truck out.
Definitely.
Where the fuck's it coming?
Yeah, but how many years did you have that truck, Ian?
I'm only giving you.
A lot of years, but Andrew put most of the wear and tear on.
So let me ask you a question. If and when it comes up with next spring, you said next spring?
Said May?
It's expected through May.
Is that a vehicle that we need a new one, or can we buy a good second-hand? Is there plenty of
It
them?
doesn't need to be new.
No, cause that's what I'm saying.
You just need something to get around.
That's right. So I'll, when it comes to that point again, remind us. I have a brother that works for a Chevrolet dealership. And they get in 3-year-old vehicles. Sometimes they only got 20,000 miles on them.
Yeah.
And so that's something that we can, instead of buying an $80,000 truck today, it could, cause that you don't plow with that one.
And he needs a
Yeah,
real truck,
no,
like
it-
a real truck?
Yes,
Just a regular pickup truck.
a real truck, a 3/4 ton with a plow. At
Oh,
least,
oh,
at least with a plow.
Oh, you want a plow?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least put a,
For Andrew,
at least put a plow on it to where I'm not running around crazy in the winter.
Well,
that's on the board.
Yeah, whether you wanna plow on it or not. Or
that
just
that
a
we'll have
regular,
to think about, cause you've always got along with one plow truck.
yeah,
So that adds a lot of cost.
yeah,
I mean, he could get along with a 1/2-ton 4-wheel drive pickup.
yeah,
And
Absolutely.
a second-hand one that we could probably buy for in the $20,000 range.
Yeah.
Secondhand, so that's how I feel about it, but we're not to that point yet. But when we do,
I just wanted to give you a heads up.
yeah, there's something to think
I
about.
can check me.
But it needs a truck,
state.
not something like my baby truck.
That was-
I mean, a small tundra would be a decent one too. I mean, you don't need a big, expensive, all the bells and whistles.
That's no
Tundras
place to
aren't small
transport.
anymore,
That's
they're
it.
monstrosities.
So we'll discuss it further on, but that's how I feel about it.
Tacoma's the size of an old Tundra,
yeah,
like they've
But
got, they've
at least now we can start
given them all steroids.
talking about it.
And you said second one,
Our computer is not upgradable to 11. And
oh, but
we can either get a 1-year support from Microsoft, I guess, or get a new one.
I think
is this
we'll
a
just get-
desktop or a laptop?
That's,
Do you want a desktop or do you want a laptop?
it's for the office. It's not gonna leave the office.
it'd probably be best if it was if it was a desktop.
It's gonna have peripherals, so.
If I
I run a laptop that's on a
Yeah.
docking station that you'd never know it's not a laptop.
if that's you, so you've got the one with the 10,
Windows 10, yeah.
Windows
We can
10?
get it. That's not
Is
a
that-
major expense.
no, the reason why I'm saying this is I put cause the computer that I had was just a few years old. But there were certain things that I wanted to do. So when I took the drive out of it, I put a brand new Windows 10 with a drive that's got nothing on it. All you'd have to do is buy a monitor for it. And you could do what you want with it. I mean, if you're willing to take a look at that,
Well, this is already 10 years old,
okay,
13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
you have a 13-year-old computer?
Yes, they
Runs
probably
great.
do.
and I would definitely go with a Windows 11. I wouldn't
Oh,
buy the other
we
one.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't have a choice.
Yeah, you need a little bit of time to adjust.
So, and is this something you're gonna move to the new plant when it's built?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
because I wonder if we need to make sure it has anything for that. Cause we're gonna buy it. I don't wanna buy one that then we're gonna turn around and replace it next year when
Yeah,
the plant comes
no,
on
No,
and they
it's
say,
it's a keeper.
yeah, no, I just wanna make sure that it has, if it needs specific ports or anything like that to connect to your control panels or any of that stuff.
Windows 11.
Because like new computers don't come with serial ports and parallel ports, but I can order those through Lenovo.
Yeah, I
if
just
I
say a
order
lot,
them.
a lot of mine are all exterior now. You have to connect all the things.
Well, I was
together.
just looking at, because I was looking about upgrading a couple of our computers here, and I was, because I have TechSoup, I can buy them discount through Lenovo. And one of the, I was going through and configuring when there was options. I could add serial ports, I could add parallel ports. I'm like, who the hell uses those anymore? But then I'm thinking, oh, you people.
Oh, by the way, you just rang a bell for me. Is the new building, a new plant, going to have any security cameras at all?
They're probably not in the plan, but that's not a major expense.
No, no,
But
Game games.
I'd have to assume. I'll have to talk with Kevin and see, cause they did buy security cameras, entire security package.
No, I think
Oh.
that goes with them.
I think that
Yeah, that
goes
probably
with
goes with
them,
them.
but I double check with Kevin because I know that he bought them all brand new. See if maybe you can forget him here and forget his login and password.
I'll let you.
I mean, that would
do
be, that would be nice.
And it could be in the spec for the building. That spec for that building. It's that big. It's not like I'm reading every.
And you know something, with everything that's going on in the world today, the 2 new treatment plants should have security cameras.
Pretty much everything should be under camera.
Well,
these
they
days,
don't have
anyway.
internet, so
Huh?
they don't have internet.
But you could use,
Hard drive backup scrubs itself every 72 hours.
you don't need internet if you're recording and you have a drive built into the recorder. And then if you
So
need
it's
to.
not gonna be
that's-
real time, yeah.
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 It won't be real time, but
No, but you still got security that you could go back and
this
check.
is true.
The thing
And
is,
then
we
you can
could look. I
download
mean,
it
if
in your
we-
laptop.
And I'll talk to Nate about that because those 2 plants might need internet once
Well,
they're done. And
Yeah.
so, the chances of us actually getting fiber out to those plants are, well, probably not out of the
That's fair.
realm, but it's possible.
Maybe.
But you can get wireless now. I mean, you can get a one that uses a cell phone network, and both of those plants would be able to get cell service.
Or even Starlink.
Starlink's expensive. I can't wait till we get rid of that town garage. It's $120 a month.
yeah, that's expensive.
Better than Consolidated, I was paying $160 a month.
Yeah.
That's why
See,
you
when
switch
it
it
comes,
to
it'll be like $79 a
you keep
month.
switching it to the other person in the household.
But anyway,
I'm not gonna lie.
is that, we should consider with the.
Not that I do that.
You will have full broadband at the new wastewater treatment plant.
Good,
Because
yeah.
that's NEK broadband is bringing service to that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's good that I sit on that board for 100
Yeah.
years.
That's great.
Is that everything? Okay, then can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
And I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Stop the recording.